in it. I'm Dr. Charles Kent, and you've tuned into another edition of A Word Fitly Spoken. I want to introduce the seven eternal words of Jesus. It's Easter time this time of the year in the US of A and around the world. And there'll be a lot of discussion on the seven last words of Jesus. Everybody is going to, a lot of people are going to talk about that. But I want to talk about the seven eternal words of Jesus. And it's wrapped up in the gospel according to St. John. John seems to have an inside track on the mind of God above many other writers. And so he introduces it like this: I am. He's going to talk about the seven things that Jesus says, I am. And we're familiar with that. If we know our Bible at all, we remember in Genesis that question that Abram had when he said, "Who is it? Who is it?" I'm sorry, Moses. When he says, "Who is it that says I've got authority to do this?" And the instructions was very clear. Tell them that I am sent you. Tell them that I am sent you. It's an expression about God that I am amazed at. He tends to let us know that whatever we need him to be, however we want to express our appreciation of him, is wrapped up in this phrase, I am. And so in the first one, it says in John 6:35 through 51, he says, I am the bread of life. I am the bread of life. And there's a whole backdrop story about how Jesus gets to this point where he shares with the disciples this emphatic statement that says, I am the bread of life. I was thinking about this, and I was thinking about some of the scenes and situations that some of my friends are going through globally. And this is the word, the acronym that God gave me as it relates to bread. It's the best recipe ever adopted. It's the best recipe ever adopted. Yeah, ever. It's the best recipe ever adopted daily. We've got a lot of recipes. I cook a little bit, and well, not as much as I used to, but we had recipes. And there is a need for a recipe today as it relates to the challenges that we face today, the situations. What is the recipe that God would give you and I as it relates to dealing with some stuff that we've got to address? And so he gives us this in the bread. And it's all through the sixth chapter of John. He starts out with this discussion of feeding the multitude. And I just love it because it's going to unravel this phrase in verse number 35, I am the bread of life. It's a discussion. And he knows that he's going to get to this point. And so he sets the table. He sets the table for us to catch this. And if we were there with the disciples, we would understand the relevance of this. So he says there was a great multitude that followed him because they saw his miracles, which he did on them that were diseased. And Jesus went into the mountain, and whenever people are trying to make him a king, he disappears. Whenever they try to exalt him and do all of this kind of stuff, he disappears. He goes to the mountain. And that doesn't stop people that are hungry for him. Verse number 4 says of John 6, and the Passover of the feast of the Jews was nigh. When Jesus then lifted up his eyes and saw the great company come unto him, he saith unto Philip, when shall we buy bread that these may eat? He knows what he's going to do. But he asked the question of Philip. Philip, where are we gonna buy bread for them? The Lord's Supper is that when the bread is broken, it symbolizes the broken body of Jesus. And he's about to take Philip and the rest of these boys, you and I, through a massive lesson. He's not, his words are not shallow, they're not weak, they're not of no consequence. His demonstrations are there for us to glean from and to benefit from. And so he knew what he was about to do. And Philip answered, 200 denarii of bread is not sufficient for them, for every one of them to take a little. One of his disciples, Andrew, Simon Peter's brother, saith unto him, there's a lad here that's got a two-piece fish dinner. I think that this is so important because in this conversation, he's going to get to the bread of life. I am the bread. And he wants to show us the importance of us recognizing just who he is. And so he takes them through this course of feeding the multitude with the bread. And I told you this earlier, how he blessed it, took the boys' lunch. He had the men sit down, had them sit down, get some order about yourself. And he had them sit down. And there was over 5,000 men. It doesn't number the women nor children. It was over 5,000 men, and he had them sit down, and he took the bread and he blessed it. He took the bread and he blessed it. And then he began to break it. He began to break it. He began to break it. And in breaking the bread, it was given to the disciples to give to the multitude, give to those that are sitting down in some kind of order. And this is what takes place that I just love. They all ate. Everybody that was following him ate and was full, and there was plenty left over. And he says, I want you to see something in verse number 25 of John 6. And when they had found him on the other side of the sea, they said unto him, Rabbi, when comest thou hither? And Jesus answered, verily I say unto you, ye seek me, not because you saw the miracles, but because you did eat the loaves and were filled. Jesus is something else. He says, you don't seek me because of the miracles. You seek me because your belly is fat and you received something from me as it relates to nourishment. Verse number 27 slaps me in the face. Labor not for the meat which perish, but for the meat which endureth unto everlasting life, which the Son of Man shall give unto you, for him hath God the Father sealed. He's taken this example, he's taken this opportunity for these people that are hungry, and these people that have been walking with him, and these people that are in need. He says, I'm going to teach you something about this bread, this eternal bread. Watch this. Verse number 28, Jesus said unto them, what shall we go? What shall we do? And that we might work the works of him that of God. What shall we do? And Jesus says, this is the work of God, that ye believe on him through his name, of him whom he sent. The work of God. The work of God begins when we start believing in him. We start trusting in him. We start relying upon him. But let me hurry. Verse number 31 says, our fathers, this is the disciples, our fathers did eat manna in the desert, bread, manna. As it is written, he hath given them bread from heaven. They thought that the bread that they used to eat was from heaven. And because it came down every day, and they were instructed to only take so much, and it was a discipline that God was trying to instill in them. Then Jesus said unto them, Verily, verily, I say unto you, Moses gave you not the bread from heaven, but my Father giveth you the true bread from heaven. For the bread of God is he which cometh down from heaven and giveth life unto the world. They ate, but it wasn't life-giving. They ate, Moses gave them bread, but it wasn't the what? The bread from heaven that the Father giveth unto me. Verse number 34 says, Then said they unto him, Lord, evermore give us this bread. That's a good request. Lord, give us this eternal bread. Give us this life-giving bread. That's what he said. He says in verse 33, he says, For the bread of God is he which cometh down from heaven and giveth life unto the world. Is that you? Did you recognize, or do you recognize that you have been sent by God, and you are a expression of life? What you say and how you walk and what you demonstrate is an expression of God. It's life that people near and far are eating and taking advantage of. In verse number 35, Jesus said unto them, I am the bread of life. He that cometh to me shall never hunger, and he that believeth on me shall never thirst. Oh my God. He that cometh to me, I'm the bread of life. I'm the best recipe ever adopted daily. I'm the best thing that has ever happened to you. And if you will be wise enough to come to him, don't pick up the phone or don't look for another way, but come to Jesus. Recognize that he is the one that has the life-giving bread. He says, if you listen to me, if you come to me, if you lean upon me, if you rely upon me, you will have bread and you'll never be hungry again. You'll never be thirsty again. And he said, take, this is my body, which was broken for you. This do in remembrance of me. I wonder today where you are in understanding the bread, understanding the body of Jesus, understanding the importance of the broken body of Jesus, and see if you can't say with me that this is the best recipe ever adopted that I will maintain every single day. Take, eat of me. This is my body, which was broken for you. He says this, and then said they unto him, Lord, evermore give us this bread. Verse 34, he says, I am that bread. I am the bread. And I have come down from heaven to give you life and life more abundantly. But I said, verse 36, but I said unto you that ye also have seen me and believe not. All that the Father giveth me shall come to me, and him that cometh to me I will in no wise cast out. I got what you need. I got what you need. And God is not upset because we continue to come to him. Because we continue this bread that was given in the wilderness was a type of Christ. It was a daily thing that they had to go out and get. And when they did, it was nourishment. And he said, give us this day. Yeah, give us this day our daily bread. When you and I recognize our need for him, then we'll ask the same question. We'll ask of him, God, give us this day our daily bread. I got to go. I'm Dr. Charles Kent with another Word Fitly Spoken. God bless you.